Hello, I'm on my adventure again, and today I'm at Hackfall in Yorkshire.
I learnt about Hackfall through Turner's watercolour painting from the 1800s. It was not until passing the sign that I remembered it had some interesting follies and was worth the walk. To those who are gladdened by the works of nature and our ramble in the umbrageous retreat, there cannot be offered a richer treat than a trip to Hackfall. This was written in a well-crafted tourist book of Yorkshire. Hackfall is a meticulously planned landscape which was crafted between 1730 and 1750 by its owner, John Aylesby. It boasts a variety of riverside and woodland walks, and William Aylesby added to its charm with mock ruins, pavilions, grottos, waterfalls and seats. Hackfall is a beloved romantic beauty spot, immortalised by Wordsworth in his 1810 Guide to the Lakes, and had already been captured by the artist Gilpin. Guides were readily available to lead visitors through this particularly English setting, where the view was dominated by tall trees, extensive scars and water. I found a wonderful description of the area in the 1926 tourist travel guide. To Hackfall's calm retreats, where nature reigns in rural pride, transported fancy flies. Oh, hear me, goddess, to those sylvan plains, where all around beauty rise. This sequestered and romantic spot consists of two deep dingles on either side, with a profusion of ancient wood and a small stream running through it. Upright pieces of stone obstructed in various places and thus form several artificial cascades. As you enter the landscape, you know it's going to be a magical walk, with meadows flush with scented flowers and woodland deep as the eye can see. We descended to the walk in the opposite direction, and our first port of call was the landmark trust holiday stay, which is known as Mulberry Point Ruin. A remarkable pavilion standing on a high pedestal, commanding splendid views, and it's the gateway to enjoy the woods at any time of the day. You cross many ambling streams and lots of seats and viewpoints to enjoy the magic of the landscape. There are a number of follies and curiosities that are used as romantic getaways. The first you come across is a roofless chapel built on 2 levels. On quiet days, you can hear the haunting of the bells, the swaying of the trees, whispering I do, as the fluttering leaves drop around you. As you snake around the paths, you eventually come to the hidden waterfall, where clothes drop off and courting couples come to admire each other's bodies. The water is cold, but the temperature can rise. Once the imagery dies away, cross the stepping stones and walk up to Alum Spring, and take the weight of your feet and sit in Kent's seat. The next folly is a Mulberry Castle, a high tower which sucks you into the essence of a story of the woodland gardens. This curiosity was built to entice conversation over the dinner table about fairies and little folk of a woodland. Don't stray too far off the beaten track, or you will fall off a ledge into the arms of a once forgotten flower-crowned maiden. Amble your way around as you come to the river Ure, with its wide banks, boulders, and fishermen casting off, wearing the waders. You can't help but sit and watch the dragonflies, hear the rustle of little feet, and engulf your toes in the rapids of time. Once your toes are dry, plod your way up the steps. In the thickest shade lays an artificial ruin, a small octagon room called Fisher's Hall. It is made of petrifications collected in the ground. The ruin is named after the gardener, William Fisher. This once strawed roof is bound with a growth of ivy. The walls previously decorated with shells and varied moss overlaid with rough hewn altars mark the hollow ground of the Maidens' retreat. This walk isn't head down walk, but a head turner, carefully watching for butterflies and insects dancing around you, listening as a goddess of the waterfall calls for you, like a siren draws sailors to the rocks. The goddess unsheaves her song and milks you in with gushing raw energy, looking up at her as her life force sprinkles her essence over your face. Close your eyes as you sway your body to her tune. Sit and reflect in a lover's grotto as you become possessed by the calm of the woodland. You eventually come to the rustic temple, which gives you a great pond view with ducks and insects who will greet you. To get the fountain going, you have to listen for the goddess of the waterfall. Sync your body with hers, muster up your power from within, pump faster and faster, never letting up and down with rigour and haste. Hold on for dear life as the waterfall spills over, filling the pond with nurturing existence. Dab your sweat as your muscles contract with satisfaction. As the harmony of a woodland fills you, the story of Hackfall entwines your very being. You become deep-rooted, never wanting to leave. You arrive at a crossroads, wondering if you should play out the story again, or take home with you to think about it, your deepest, naked thoughts.